Welcome back to Apex Sci-Fi. Space is full of monsters. Some are made of metal and shoot lasers. Others are made of flesh and teeth and are the size of small moons. The Void Leviathan is the apex predator of the deep dark. It swims through nebulae, swallowing asteroids, gas clouds, and occasionally unlucky starships. 3 days ago, the research vessel Horizon was swallowed whole by one of these beasts. The ship is gone, crushed into scrap. But the Horizon carried a data capsule, a black box reinforced to survive a supernova. The data inside is worth a fortune and the client wants it back. The problem is, the capsule is currently sitting in the stomach of a living creature that is 500 kilometers long. Voss does not hunt animals. But he is the only pilot crazy enough to fly his ship where the sun does not shine. Voss parks the Revenant Star in the shadow of a floating ice asteroid. He watches the Leviathan. It is magnificent and terrifying, a massive ribbon of ancient flesh drifting through a purple gas cloud. Its skin is thick enough to bounce off radar pings. Its mouth is a cavern filled with teeth the size of skyscrapers. He has to wait for feeding time. The Leviathan opens its jaws to inhale a cloud of hydrogen gas. The opening is massive, dozens of kilometers wide. Now Voss says. He slams the throttle. The Revenant Star shoots out from behind the asteroid. He does not aim around the beast. He aims right down the center of its throat. Entering the Leviathan is like flying into a living hurricane. The moment he crosses the teeth, the ship's sensors go crazy. The biological signals of the creature overwhelm the computer. The radar screen turns into static. Voss switches off the targeting computer. He flies by eye. The throat is a tunnel of pulsing, bioluminescent flesh. It is wet and slick, glowing with strange blue and green lights. Massive muscle contractions ripple along the walls, trying to push everything down into the acid pits below. Voss has to constantly adjust his course, dodging swinging tendrils of cartilage and bursts of bioelectricity that arc across the path. The smell inside the cockpit is terrible, even through his air filters. It smells like old copper and rotting stars. He goes deeper. The pressure starts to build on the ship's hull. The walls are closing in. He reaches the primary stomach, a vast cavern filled with churning, corrosive acid. There it is. His visor highlights a small metallic object stuck in the thick lining of the stomach wall. The black box. Voss brings the Revenant Star in close. He hovers just meters above the acid lake. He deploys the ship's magnetic grapple. The claw shoots out, digs into the stomach lining and grabs the capsule. He yanks it free and pulls it into the cargo hold. The moment the capsule comes free, the Leviathan screams. It is a sound that shakes the entire ship, a deep, resonant vibration that rattles Voss's teeth. The beast knows something is wrong inside its gut. The stomach walls begin to convulse violently. The acid lake churns into a tidal wave. The way out is closing. Voss spins the ship around. He pushes the engines to maximum. He has to outrun the creature's own digestive cycle. He flies back up the throat, dodging pieces of crushing muscle that are slamming shut behind him. He can see the mouth ahead. But the jaws are closing. The massive teeth are coming together like the gates of hell. There is not enough room for the ship to pass through normally. Voss does not slow down. He does not turn back. He hits the drift drive. The Revenant Star rotates 90 degrees onto its side. Voss cuts the main engines and fires the lateral thrusters for a split second. The ship slides sideways through space, slipping between two massive incisor teeth just as they slam shut with enough force to crack a planet. He bursts out of the mouth and into the cold vacuum of space, covered in cosmic slime and alien biofluid. Voss checks the cargo hold. The black box is secure. He looks back at the Leviathan. The beast is thrashing in the nebula, confused by the sudden indigestion. Voss wipes a smudge off his helmet visor, even though he is inside the cockpit. He sets a course for the nearest trade station. He needs to get paid and more importantly he needs to run his ship through a car wash. In the spacer bars they tell stories of pilots who fight pirates and dodge asteroids. But only a few know the legend of the pilot who flew into the belly of a beast and came out the other side. Voss does not care about the legend. He just hopes the next job smells better. This has been Apex Sci-Fi. Sometimes the shortcut is through the monster. If you enjoyed this biological nightmare flight, hit that like button. Comment below. What is the scariest thing you can imagine flying a spaceship into? Subscribe for the next delivery, the gravity well. The Revenant Star is back in the black. The slime is drying.